Yo.
Yo.
We back with another one. And another one and another one. This is the Overall Thinking Podcast. I have a special guest for y'all. He's like a brother to me. You know what I'm saying? We good relationship after the first SOB. And now we here. We here ready to work. We here to pick his brain, get in his business. He only got a few interviews out, so we got one of the exclusive ones. He don't really be talking too much. He let the work speak for itself. I don't know if I said his name. I don't know if I introduced him properly enough. But go ahead and introduce yourself real quick, man.
You know, it's your boy Diorbeatz in the spot. Shh. Don't make it hot. Don't make it hot. Don't make it hot. You know, just a young entrepreneur from the city, trying to make it out. I'm a producer. I go by the name of Diorbeatz. I like to call myself a hit maker. You know, just out here just providing the vibes. Vibe dealer. Yeah.
Okay. So we got the vibe dealer. Got the what's the A, what's that, turn it up. So let's get into your upbringing, what you was doing, how you was coming when you was growing up, young Dior.
You know, I'm from the west side. West side, the best side, you know. No affiliation though, no gang ties. But I'm from the west side. You know, it was just like a lot of upcoming, you know, entrepreneurs from the city, you know, a lot of struggle, bouncing around from house to house, school to school, you know, just struggling just like everybody else. But music came into my life at an early age. One of my cousins, really just watching him hop on FL Studios and he on it for hours, and I'm just like, you know what? That looked fun. Let me try it out. And the rest was history.
Okay. So then when you came up doing it, how you knew it was something that you wanted to do for as a career?
Honestly, it was really just like, I really wasn't even focused on music. I was really playing basketball, and I was like, I got to a certain point of basketball where it's like, you know, am I really finna make it to the league? You know, you really had that sit down with yourself, like, do I really see myself doing this long term? And I'm like, I didn't think I was gonna be good enough for it. So I was like, you know what else am I good at? And music just happened to be another avenue that, you know, I was fortunately good at, being that, you know, I have a musical background with all of my family, my immediate family, either playing an instrument or singing. You know, I grew up in church, but yeah.
Okay, so that boy was in the church house. So I seen in a couple of your interviews you was playing instruments like the piano and stuff like that. So what was like, you know, one of the hardest things about playing the piano? Because the piano is one of the like most famous instruments out there. So like, what was one of the hardest things you learned? What was one of the funniest things you learned about playing the instrument?
My favorite instrument to play is the drums. I played the drums in church. I followed my dad. My dad being an OG drummer, he was the head drummer at the church, and me just being a young boy following his father, just like admiring him, watching him play every Sunday. So I'm like, you know what? I want to play the drums too. And drums is really what I gravitated towards the most. I'm really a bass head too. Even when it comes to beats, you ain't never gonna hear a Dior beat and it ain't banging.
Oh.
That's just what it, you know.
So no piano.
I'm a guitar. I mean, I'm a drummer. If you ask me,
So
if
he ain't mess with the piano no more. He ain't mess with the piano no more. He ain't vibing with that bit no more. So don't ask him to play the piano, y'all. Don't ask him.
Ask me to play the drums. I promise you, I'll give you a good drum solo.
So
I'm like that.
Do you like any other drummers other than your dad that you was looking into?
Not really. I mean, I ain't really, you know, take the time to really study all of the drummers. I just love playing the drums. I can say more recreation.
Okay, sounds good. So after that, you know, would you ever like play in a band if they asked you to be one of their drummers?
I don't think so. I feel like my talents are better, you know, or well used just being a producer. I don't, you know, drumming is cool, but I feel like I like making the whole song, not just drumming.
Okay. So how you feel about the city and what's going on as of right now? Because, you know, when I first started this podcast, I was kind of naive to what's been going on around the city and what's people been doing, things of that nature. So how you feel about your city? Because you're just like me. You from here, and you've seen a lot of things. You work with a lot of artists. You've heard a lot of things about artists. So how do you feel about the city as a whole from a music standpoint?
I mean, nowhere, no, it ain't no place like home. You know, I feel like Orlando is a unique place. You know, it has its own strong suits as well as its own weaknesses. I feel like the weaknesses being a lot of the gang influences and beefs that are keeping people from being able to grow with each other and help each other. You know, it's a lot of crab in a bucket mentality going on. A lot of people using each other and not really being genuine and working with each other. I feel like that's where we lack. But, you know, I can say, you know, being from the O, if you're from the O, you know, you got to be a hustler. I feel like, you know, if you from the, you know, from the dirt, you can't go nowhere but up. You know, and I feel like we do a lot of that hustling. You know, we grow into it. We take whatever we get and we make it, you know, make it look like something. So I feel like, you know, that's our strong suits, but I feel like our weaknesses really is just we don't work together. Just like other cities, I feel like a lot of cities, like, you know, the bigger cities that are really popping with music do better with that, and we need to improve in that.
Okay. So I see you got a lot of placements. Can you give us a definition or what is a placement for the people who don't know?
A placement is really more so a feature, anything dealing with just being able to say that you worked with that person. You can get a placement in multiple different aspects. Like, you don't have to be a producer to get a placement. You could be a camera guy. You could be an engineer. You could be a writer. You know, you can be any of those people. Some people also give like management credits. You know, just it's more so like a resume, being able to say who you worked for and who you worked with, and, you know, the type of music that you've been able to make and hits that you've been able to make.
So like almost like a gold medal.
Right. Just more like a track record. You know, somebody can say, how well is this producer? And then they look down, you know, upon his placements and be able to see, you know what, he got to be somebody. He got all these hits.
Well, definitely. So can you give us a couple like people that you done work with so the people can know? You pop your shit a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
At least from Orlando, I start in Orlando. One of my biggest placements being Loose Cannon. Shout out LKM. I got a couple other placements. Kick One, Nuke Gotti, another artist out of Chicago, Big KBZ, Le'Veon Bell, the NFL star, ex-NFL star, I guess. You know, maybe in the works. Never know.
He was a good little running back, I ain't gonna lie. Shout out Le'Veon Bell.
You know.
So is there any artists that you worked with or haven't worked with that you're looking forward to getting that placement?
Oh, yeah, plenty. You know, I'm hungry. Any and everybody, actually. You know, I'm not even really, you know, feed me. Just any and everybody. If you a bigger artist, a couple of my favorites, if I want to say, I definitely got to have a Lil Baby placement. That's probably one of my biggest. I really want a Lil Baby placement because I feel like I embody his sound. I'm great at it. You know, I'm good at critiquing and finding new trends and all of those good things. I fuck with YTB Fat. That boy hit. You know, off camera I talked about YTB Fat a lot. And I also look forward to growing with ABC Smoke. You know, ABC Smoke. You know, they gonna figure it out.
That's that boy right there.
They gonna figure it out.
Shout out ABC Smoke, man. So you've grown a big relationship with him. He's been previewing a lot of your beats on his music. So what's the relationship like between you and him?
You know, from day one, you put me on SOB1. That was a movie. If you wasn't there, you missed out.
Hey man, SOB members, shout out to y'all boys. Y'all made it happen for real.
You missed out. He sent me the freestyle or the open mic. And at first I was like, who is this? And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think we was on the phone talking, and I was like, I think we was listening. I was listening to him, and I got it mixed up at first. But then when I locked back in, and I'm like, who's this ABC Smoke nigga? This nigga hard. And I heard that A, B, C, smoke. Then I heard it at SOB. And from there, I was just like, yeah.
Yeah, shout out
really
to
like
that
that.
boy, bro. Shout out to that boy, for real. He one of them ones, for sure.
One of the ones.
One of the ones, like, he's done a lot of growing through these last, like, 4 to 6 months as far as, like, you know, locking in to what he wanted to do. And I just want to give him his flowers. He will be back on the podcast soon. I don't know when, whenever that boy gets some time.
You know, get a progress update.
Yeah, so because I really want to go back and tell a story. But let's lock back in with you because you got a lot to say. You got a lot to tell. My encounters with Dior and through this whole journey, because I kind of got into him a while ago. He was tapping in. He been tapped in since the beginning. This was long overdue for us, especially him sitting next to me. We're here, but as soon as we met and we talked on the phone, we was locked in ever since.
Nah, that was literally like the first day, bro.
Yeah.
The first day.
Yeah, so like after like the first day, I was like, yeah, this man knows a lot more than what he's led on to be, and he's not talked about as much as like he should be, and you know he's very underrated, from my opinion. Because even before we got on this interview, I called him to tell him I'm here. He's cooking up something. I can hear him in the background. I can hear the beats going on, and he's, you know what I'm saying, he's very versatile with it. You know what I'm saying? I just had to give him his flowers real quick because, you know, that's what we're all thinking is about. We give our flowers to the people while they're here. You know what I'm saying? While they can smell them. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest thing for me because I like when people give me my flowers. I ain't trying to boast or trying to, you know what I'm saying? But that's something that I wanted to do as far as, you know, showing love, because a lot of people don't do that in this city. They don't show love. They don't give people their flowers. They just be hating on them. So that's something that I wanted to say real quick to him while he's here, because you know some people be in the dark working and a lot of people don't see it, but you know you gotta show people that what they're doing is good for them, because you know they might quit, they might want to quit. Not saying he wants to quit or anything like that, you know what I'm saying, but just to give him his flowers so he knows when he go back home and he's working, he knows that people out there looking. So, you know, Dior, what makes your producing style different from other producers?
I feel like it's more than just, I feel like my style is more than just how I make beats. It's just the all-inclusive me, you know, what comes with me. I can make a beat that sounds just like somebody else, but I'm going to present it differently. You know, we may have the same ideas, but I'm going to tweak it a little different. I'm going to add my little sauce to it. You know, just being creative and making sure that I make a sound that don't sound real, you know, repetitive. I want it to sound different. I want it to stick out. I want you to hear it and, ooh, that's hard. What that is? Ooh, that's hard. You know, that's why I really love my tag. It was that Turn It Up. Because I really want you to hear my shit and be like, damn, that shit, run that back, bruh. Run that back. That's hard. Run that back. That's hard. So.
Okay. That is tough, though. So, when you listening to a song, when it first come out, because you know that raw way it just dropped, what's the first thing you listening for when it comes to the music?
For me, I more so look for, like, obviously beats, you know, me being a producer, that's the first thing I'm looking for, you know, but I also like to hear, like, for Rod Wave, for example. Rod Wave is known for how he sings, you know, and I feel like I be looking for more of the songs that fit into the genre that they created themselves with. So like Lil Baby, you know, he do a lot of his own pianos. He fuck with the piano a lot. I look for songs that really match that because I know those are gonna be hits more, you know, out of 10 or more often, if that makes sense. You know, so I look for those big hits first. I might look at the features because a lot of times, you know, some people might have a lot of star power with their features, but yeah, those between the beats and the features.
I see as Raw Wave, he don't do features at all, and he be going crazy.
I feel like, you know, some people should loosen up when it comes to that. I feel like you should collab more, you know, but I understand how certain people feel when they feel like, you know, I don't want nobody to feel like they made me, but at the same time, collaboration, you know, it's gonna get you farther. than just trying to do, me. But I also understand the other side of being like, a lot of these niggas don't even want to see you win, so, they don't want to work with you.
For sure. So, what's one of your biggest weaknesses and strengths?
As a producer?
Yeah.
Strength being I'm a strong critiquer. Like, I make sure I critique my shit. I don't want it even to be nowhere near as close as the last beat that I dropped. I tell you that a lot. Mm-hmm. When I drop something, I want it to be better than the last one. So I feel like that's one of my strengths. I make sure I put out quality over quantity. Weakness, I feel like it could also be one and the same. I feel like sometimes I'm a little too, stern, and sometimes I do need to experiment some more. I do experiment now, but I feel like I could do it a little bit more. Because everybody understands this from a creative perspective. When you get in the room and it be the beat that you least like is the one that everybody loves.
That be true.
And you be like, I don't even understand it. Like, I spent 6 hours on this one beat, and I know, to myself, like, when I get to this studio session, they gonna fuck with this beat. And then I go pull out that beat, and it don't hit as well as the same beat that I just casually almost skip by real quick. And they turn it back, boy, that is right there. Go back real quick. That's hard, bro. That's you're like, that's crazy, bro. I put 10 minutes into that beat,
And you vibe with it. But that's how I be most of the time. Like, the videos that I don't like, that I posted, people be loving those videos. So I don't get it. It's just the stuff that you look past. That could be anything, dude, that you look past, that you don't take much time on. People be like, man, that bit tough, that bit clean. So, yeah, it be like that sometimes.
It's just, overthinking it. Trying too hard. Just be you. And you being you, people are going to love you for that.
So, is there any producers that, that you look up to or that you see similarities in as far as you? Or are you just one of one?
I mean, I'm one of one. There's no other me. But I do give my flowers. There's a lot of producers that I work with that I feel like also don't get enough attention. Shout out Jefe. That's one of the main producers that I work with on a regular basis. Shout out Plug. Shout out my boy Plug. I feel like in general, just with producers don't get enough light. They don't get enough shine.
Why you think that?
Cause I feel like people overlook the fact, like, how much work we put in, how much of that hit we make. You know what I'm saying? Cause a lot of times, if we being honest, a lot of these niggas don't even be talking about nothing. It be the beat that be carrying.
True.
And all they gotta do is come finish with the hook and finish with the hard verse, a mid subpar verse. If you got a level 10 beat, you ain't gotta do nothing but have a subpar 6, 7 just to make a hit. It don't even gotta be crazy. The beat gonna carry. So I feel like people underestimate, how much we do. So why? I don't know. I feel like it has to change because we're just as important as an engineer, just as important as an artist.
Okay. So there's been this stigma or this statement that's been going around that hip hop is dying. How do you feel about that? Do you think hip hop is dying? And also too, let me ask you a loaded question.
Mm.
Do you think females are taking over?
I think hip hop is being affected. I don't think hip hop could ever die because hip hop, like, it take multiple forms because, pretty much a lot of these genres stem from one genre or, certain genres. Mm-hmm. So they just make subgenres and then from there they stem on. So I feel like technically you would say traditional hip hop could die, but it's just gonna spring off and become other genres, subgenres that is gonna live on through hip hop. So I feel like, yes, you could say that. And as far as females are taking over the game for sure.
Why you say that?
I mean, we all see it. How many female rappers we both knew before, like 5 years ago?
I know a couple.
On the top charts.
Well, no, they weren't on the top charts.
You couldn't even count that on your hand.
It was only Nicki
You
and
know,
Cardi probably.
as of the last 5 years, females been turning it up. You know,
So what do you think the males are doing that's really, they're not hitting right now?
I mean, I kind of feel like it's not even like what are they doing wrong? It's just females' time. Men been running this shit forever, so it's cool to see something different. That's honestly probably why it's blowing up. It's just because it's different.
Okay.
Females are actually listening to music now because there's females on there. So it's just like, it's selling. So why not?
So who's your favorite female artist out right now?
Favorite female artist?
She ain't gotta be your favorite, but who you think really running the game?
Sexy Red. Sexy Red all the way. All the way. All the way. Sexy Red running.
Do you think she's a good artist, or do you think she's very entertaining?
Yeah, 100%. She's entertaining. Cause I mean, if we really want to sit down and listen and look at the lyrics, there's no content there. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of ratchet shit, but they love it.
I think why a lot of people like Sexy Red is because she keep it real. She ain't gonna tell you
Party
a lie.
music.
Yeah, she ain't gonna tell you a lie. She gonna keep it 100.
Yeah, that's you turn Sexy Red on when you ready to shake ass and do exactly everything she's saying in that song. Shake ass, go pop some pussy, go drink some liquor, might pop a perk, you might go do some ratchet shit, go throw a brick through your baby daddy window, and you gonna ride out to that shit with your ratchet homegirls in the back.
My homeboy was telling me the other day, he was like, when they about to go do their thing, if you know what I'm saying, they turn on Hellcats and SRTs.
Shit get crazy. Hellcat, SRT, them hoes get
I
crazy.
said, all right, so Sexy Red really taking over. So do you think there's like a male that can come back and take the helm?
Come back?
Yeah, because if the female's running it, is there a male out there?
Gunna is also, I mean, Gunna is the answer. I mean, Drake is always going to be the top. I feel like at this point, Drake is so solidified, we can't even.
I don't know if y'all seen
him.
it, but probably I did because y'all be stalking people. But I seen it. It was a picture of Drake and Sexy Red. I know you seen it.
Drake is a culture vulture, man.
So
he does whatever works.
So do you think they gonna have a little song together soon?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like, I wouldn't be surprised. That shit might be gas. It might be gas. Because you see how he did, what's that, Nice for What?
Yeah. I think.
It's just going to be another hit, another anthem for the females to shake ass to and, be ratchet.
And Drake finna go up another 5 million.
Yeah, but Drake and Future are like the two artists that are like generational. They never die. They adapt to anything, any type of beat. They can jump on it because they understand, or they've mastered their craft. I guess you can say that.
You think they mastered their craft?
Oh, for sure. I mean, they got the best writers, of course. I'm sure they got the money to back it up, so they can get the best of the best.
Okay. I don't know. I think because she's been around a lot of industry people, so I think if
She signed this, am I wrong?
I don't know.
I think she signed, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know if she is signed. They doing a hell of a job with her. She be going to NFL games, popping up at basketball games.
Bro, it's a Sexy Red's year. Just like Ice Spice had her year, it's a Sexy Red's year.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you this question. Out of three, I'm gonna name three girl artists.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go with Gorilla,
Mm-hmm.
Sexy Red, and Ice Spice.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta marry, kill, and love. One, go. Marry, kill, and love. One.
Damn. You said Sexy Red, Ice Spice, and Glorilla?
Yes, sir.
I love Glorilla, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna love Glorilla.
Oh.
You said love.
We're gonna do marry, love, kill.
Marry, love, kill. That's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna marry Glorilla. I'm gonna love. I'm gonna love Sexy.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill Ice.
Wow. My thing is, Ice Spice get a lot of criticism.
No, we love Ice Spice though. You know, it's just I'm cool. I'm not really. I'm a Florida nigga, bro. I don't really fuck with a lot of these New York people, like New York females.
Why?
They be too aggressive, bro. I don't got time for that. That's like my little homeboy at that point. If I gotta talk to you like my dog, like at that point, you feel me?
But I think she's the thickest one out of all of them.
That shit thick. Don't get it fucked up. But I feel like Ice ain't gonna do it. She gonna be too aggressive for me, and I'm gonna just have to go ahead and just leave.
Oh man, Ice Spice, you heard that now? He gonna kill you. So, what about your top 5 male artists?
Top 5?
Yeah.
Gunna.
Please don't make me mad with this list.
This is not ranked. Top 5.
Cause we argue about artists and we do verses, we do all types of stuff every day. So we might get into a big ass debate in a few minutes. So go ahead.
Top 5, and this is right now.
Yes.
Gunna being probably number 1, if not number 1. But we're not ranking it though. I ain't gonna rank it. I'm gonna say
he's struggling over there, y'all.
But this is my opinions though.
Yeah, that's your opinion.
I like Quavo. Quavo wouldn't be top on the top level of 5, but I like Quavo. I like his last album. He definitely snapped. I feel like it was a very adequate tribute to Take Off. That was well planned. I fuck with it.
They've been doing it for so long.
We cannot dispute Rollo probably had the most, greatest breakout year right now, at least for I would make him a B-list artist, B-list rapper right now. For a B-list rapper, he had the best breakout year. Because we knew about Rollo, but he hadn't given us that one album that was going to stand out and be like, this is Rollo. So I feel like this past album was that album, and now he turned up Baby. Baby got him another deal, I think with Motown, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And now the boys going up. They on tour. What's that, 3?
You said Gunna, Rollo, and that's it?
Rod Wave, is he a rapper? Is he considered a rapper?
Yes.
I like Rod Wave. I mean, this is Rod Wave. He just dropped the album. That shit was gas. Future, we never, like, Pluto. Come on. Be for real.
So, Rollo, Rod, Gunna, Future. One more.
Who am I listening to on a regular? Fuck, that's a hard pick. For 5. I'm gonna go ahead and say, can I put Drake?
This show.
We like Drake. I like it.
Okay. That's a pretty solid list. He said crazier stuff before. I still don't think Rollo.
What I said before. Bro.
I don't think Rollo is like there yet, because this is just he got it. He doing his thing, but can he do it again? That's the thing.
We're gonna start a debate, Rollo versus No Cap, in the comments.
Oh my gosh, do y'all think No Cap or Rollo is better than No Cap? In my opinion, no. No Cap.
Rollo versus No Cap in the comments.
Nobody.
Let us know in the comments, please.
Nobody's touching No Cap. No Cap is different. No Cap is gonna save the rap game in the next couple of years. He's signed to YoungBoy, the king of YouTube.
I can agree.
So he has the right marketing and the right everything. And
how much longer YoungBoy got on house arrest?
I don't know.
Because I know when he get off house arrest, I can't say shit.
Yeah, he's gonna take care. He got so much to perform. I don't know what he's gonna do. He got a lot of songs.
He going on tour like Gunna for sure, going 30 for 30.
Yeah, he's not. I don't know.
He got 100 hits.
So, you've been naming Gunna a lot throughout this whole interview. Do you think, he did what he did, and we not in the streets.
Yeah,
we're talking from a more outside
civilian perspective.
Yeah, civilian perspective. So, do you believe what he did was the right thing? You think he was protecting himself, or you think he should have stayed 10 toes to his boy?
I mean, he did what was best for him. I mean, that's all he really was gonna be able to do. I feel like, you know, you shouldn't, but at the same time, I feel like his status was so high. Like he's a highly touted person. It's kind of hard to just sit there and take that lick, like and just give up. And though you might have been a part of it, I feel like that wasn't the right, thing to do though. You did it. You was in the group. Y'all got to stay solid. Cause but, yeah, it's kind of hard. Like, we love Gunna cause he didn't snitch on me. So,
I love Gunna.
That shit ain't got nothing to do with me.
Listen, Gunna makes great music. And this last album he dropped a couple months ago, it proves that we can't take his personal life from the artistry.
Bro, can we do a moment of silence for Gunna and Weezy's relationship?
And I don't.
No more hits.
It's still a hit because he did it without him. He did 18. How many songs he did on that album?
Bro, fuck how many he did without him. Thinking about how many hits he made with him. Bro, we got to move forward. That is crazy.
We got to move forward. I mean, you got to, sometimes when you're doing what's best for you, a lot of people ain't going to see the vision, or they're not going to understand your reasoning from doing what you're doing, especially if you're in that lifestyle. And Gunna knew what lifestyle he signed up for, so hence that's why he's at where he at now. But I'm proud of him. Congratulations. I've been a fan since Drip or Drown, when he had Lil Yachty. And another reason why I have a problem with Rollo is because a lot of people don't give my boy his respect. Lil Yachty was on that track, Taylor Port Junkie.
He walked.
A lot of people didn't give my boy credit because his beat selection was crazy. I ain't gonna lie, Rollo beat selection was crazy.
Come on.
I gotta give credit where credit's due. But you gotta remember who he's working with. He's working with parts of the QC label. And Lil Yachty is a mastermind. So y'all don't forget that. And I'm going to drop an episode giving my recap on Rolling Loud because I've been slacking. But Lil Yachty was one of the special spots of Rolling Loud, not because he was my favorite artist, it's just it's just the impact he had. But let's get back on more Dior. So there's a lot of scrutiny going on because this is where I get my clickbait, y'all. This is where we go crazy. So you've been to both SOBs. You've been around a lot of these artists, and they will be watching this pod because I will be pushing the hell out of this. So who's your top 5 artists from the city? Or no, let's not do the city because I don't really care for the city. Let's do your top 5 artists from SOBs. Because he been to both now.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. He been to both. He showed love. So go ahead. Your top 5 from the SOBs.
Are we ranking this?
Yes, I want a ranking because I want to, when I edit it, I want to tag all of them so they can see all this. So go ahead.
Okay, we're going to start from 5.
All right.
5 being... You said from both SOBs?
From both SOBs. So you got at least a good 20 artists. Well, 18 artists because okay. 17.
No, we good.
We good. We had a couple returns.
We good. I'm gonna say what's this? I'm gonna say YSF number 5.
Oh. All right.
YSF number 5. We're gonna say ABC Smoke number 4.
Okay. I'm curious for the top 3. I'm curious. I kind of already got an idea who you're gonna pick, but I'm just trying to see how you're gonna order this up.
Yeah. I'm gonna say P number 3.
Okay.
P number 3.
Pharaoh the Great. He means Pharaoh the Great.
Yeah.
And for the people who don't know him by that nickname, Pharaoh got a lot of nicknames, but P is one of them. So Pharaoh, okay.
Come on, the biggest, man.
Shout out to that boy.
I gotta go. I gotta go ahead and we're gonna.
I know where he's going with this. Go ahead.
We're gonna go Valet number 2.
What?
We're gonna go Valet, Marco Valet.
All right.
And I gotta go number 1, my boy. Woo woo.
Oh, that's shocking, nah.
Be the greatest. What is be the greatest?
Yeah.
BTG, come on.
BCG Murder number 1.
Number 1.
Okay, then that's crazy. I'm gonna give y'all my top 5 because I know nobody gonna ask me. So my top 5 is a little bit different than his. I like the way he structured his because he went from the ground up. But
So you want to go straight for number 1?
I'm not going straight. I'm gonna start the same way you started. I'm gonna start from 5 and work my way up. So, cause I worked with every artist hand in hand. Shout out to them again. This is not
No bias ranking.
Yeah, this is our opinion. This is how we feel. So
Argue with your mama if you got a problem with it.
yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna argue with y'all.
Crazy.
Y'all know.
Crazy.
So number 5. Damn, this is hard. Number 5, I'm gonna go with Merlot. And Merlot knows why he's number 5.
No. Don't get it fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Merlot is a freestyle guy. I can't wait to bring him back because we got a lot to talk
We'll
about.
be freestyling for fun.
Yeah, Merlot is different. YSF because he makes timeless music. He can rap and sing.
Bro, he be snapping.
Yeah. Number 3, I'm gonna have to go with ABC Smoke, just because of the progression and where he's going. And I know the potential that he has. Number 2, I'm gonna have to go with the Wolf himself, same BTG Murder. The reason why he's number 2 and not my number 1 because he's a little rough around the edges, but he's working. And my number 1 is Pharaoh. Just the versatility, rap, freestyle, sing, the look, the fashion.
He got it with the fashion for sure.
He's like a big global brand. I can see everybody from SOB is a global brand, but he's just like somebody that when he walks in a room, people don't know him. They just automatically look because of the hair, the eyes, everything. Like he got that whole look.
He good for it. He just know what to do with it. He know what to do with the attention when he get it.
And he's very humble. That's another thing. Like everybody from SOB1 and SOB2 are very humble. I haven't seen nobody really been out there, even though I want them to. They haven't been popping this shit like they're supposed to. But now I'll come back. We'll grill them. So I'm getting back to you now. So if you have 5 people that you could take on a deserted island with you, who would they be and why?
5 people being
Yeah, you stuck on the island with them forever, for the rest of your life.
5 people.
They might watch you die.
Ouch. I don't have that many friends, but we're gonna go ahead and say these are people that I know.
Yeah.
Okay. All y'all niggas useless for real. It's just me. I'm gonna say gotta have my lady.
Okay. Shout out to the lady. If you watching this, shout out to you.
I'm gonna go ahead and say we're gonna bring Nate. Nate gonna be the thinker, you know what I'm saying? He gonna be the rationalizer.
I'm gonna try to make us a 5.
He gonna be like, everybody hates Chris, you know, his dad, penny pinching. It's 36 cents of water right there. He gonna be great with that.
Okay.
Damn, that's hard, bro. I don't have that many people that I feel like would be useful in a deserted island. Cause like, what the fuck? Like, what we about to do, bro?
What we about to do, bro?
About to cook up.
We're gonna make us some fire. We're gonna kill some animals. That's all I know.
I'm gonna make a beat off a tree trunk.
He's talking make a beat out of tree trunk.
I'm bringing BTG Murder because I know he gonna always keep that baby's eye with him. We gonna be set. What's that? 4? Number 3?
No, that's 3.
3?
Me, your lady, Murder. Who else? You got 2 more.
Let's see. Can I bring my dogs? Are those people?
Those don't count.
I feel like those are people.
Because what if you on a trip with us and we fall off the plane and we stuck on the island?
If I have my dogs, we're good.
But you ain't bringing.
We're good. That's the
plane,
main
bro.
circle right there. We're good.
Oh my god. Okay, he bringing his 2 dogs.
No, how about we gonna put both of them as one? We're gonna bring one more person.
All right.
I'm gonna bring my dog ABC Smoke with me, man.
Shout out ABC.
We making endless bangers on the island, man.
Shout out ABC Smoke, man. So, what you value more, loyalty or respect?
That's a hard question.
I always get them.
I'm gonna say respect.
Why?
Because if you respect somebody, there's certain things you won't do, whether you like it or not, because the respect is there. Like you can be loyal to somebody, and you know, some people be loyal and still do you green. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, but if you got the respect for somebody, it won't even cross your mind, because, you know, if you got morals, you know what I'm saying, you fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? You want people to respect you. And it's not even no cocky shit or anything like that. It's just respect, because you could be a good ass person. You know, I respect you as a good person, so I'll never do you any type of way. I feel like respect is up there. Loyalty is a close second, but it's gonna go a second.
All right. That's a good one. A lot of people say loyalty. So if you could have a cup of coffee or have a dinner with somebody famous, who would it be and why?
I'm gonna say Young Thug before Rico.
Why?
Because if you go back and listen to any of his, interviews, he's very business minded. Like he know the business, and he's one of the only rappers, at least notably, that you can say that took a fucked up deal on purpose, just to get the platform.
Well, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? He took the fucked up route, but he knew he was gonna make something shake. He had confidence in himself that he was gonna make something out of nothing.
For sure.
So
he talk about that shit all the time too,
bro. And think about the impact that he's had on Atlanta culture. There's no Gunna and there's no Lil Baby without Thug. And think about the amount of people that spawned from them. You got the Lil Baby clones and you got the Gunna clones. And that's half of Atlanta right there. So
sure.
No Thug, there's no
nothing.
Thug influenced a lot of people to be different and be okay with that.
For sure.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, he did some questionable shit, certain shit, like that dress was kind of wild. Hey. But, you feel me? You feel me? To each his own.
Okay. So, tell them where to find you. Tell them how to get to you. Tell them what you got coming next. All that good stuff before we get out of here.
Instagram. Well, Diorbeatz on all social media platforms. DIORBEATZ. Album on the way. The King. Shit is gonna be crazy.
You gotta come back and talk about it when you drop it. You gotta come back.
It's gonna be crazy. Statement clothing drop soon. Can't forget that.
How you came up with statements?
Statements was really just I feel like it was a clever name. I just really wanted to make a clothing brand that made a statement when you wear it. Something that you put on,
that's hard.
People see you. Damn, you know what I'm saying? Well, how he feeling today? He got that shit on today.
He making a statement.
He making a statement.
You
know what I'm saying? Worldwide statement clothing. Go get it. Big drop coming soon. Big drop. Got some hats, got some shirts, got some socks, got some short sets, got some things for the ladies. Shit. If y'all really fuck with it, I might make some shit for some kids. There's a lot of 2020 babies out here. So, get y'all
That's
kids suited and booted.
podcast coming soon. Chill, wait, go ahead.
Get y'all kids suited and booted, you feel me?
Well, definitely.
Have them dripped up going back to school. yeah, I got a lot of stuff coming. Stay tuned. Plenty of shit on the work, in the works.
Yeah. Soon, man. We might have Dior be a co-host on some singular podcast vibes, some topics. But yeah, man, that closes podcast. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, and go check out them other videos. We're bringing Dior back again soon, real soon, maybe sooner than y'all think. So y'all tap in.
Don't blink.
Y'all go share this video, and we out. Yo, it's your boy Nate, man. The hottest podcast out right now. What We're All Thinking podcast. Man, y'all need to go like, comment, subscribe for real, man. This podcast going up. We got bangers on the way. A lot of bangers, man. Y'all go view them last 2 episodes, man. If y'all really vibe with me. And we out.